Hello people of the web and YouTube, DBGarrett, welcome back to Hack Time! Whoa! So okay guys, today I'm going to be teaching you, how to track aircraft with nothing more than a little SDR dongle in about 15 minutes of your time. Now, before I get to this, I want to tell you all to go and follow my previous two videos on, this device. That way when you get one, you can set it up and be ready to, follow along on today's video. Now with that said, how about we just get to this? First of all, to, track aircraft, we're going to need a few programs, one of them being ADSB, and I believe it's called Sharp. It's called Scope, ADSB Scope, and you're also going to need ADSB Sharp, but I'll get to that one later on considering the program is a little bit outdated and no longer used, but I did however find a workaround to that program, and I may make another video on that at a later time. But for now, how about we just get to this? First of all, you want to download ADSB Scope, and as you can see, I already done that. I just downloaded it, installed it, and it's pretty much good to go. But in order to use ADSB Scope, we gotta get ADSB Sharp. Now, unfortunately, this device is a little bit, this software is a little bit outdated and or completely removed from the original site, as far as I can tell. Like, there is a now updated version of it, but I could not get it to work with ADSB Scope. So if you want to use ADSB Sharp, you're going to have to get creative and find a site that has a link for it, and I believe this one does. I'll leave a link down below so you can get this program on your computer. But with that said, once you got both them programs installed, what you want to do is you want to, start up ADSB Sharp first, and once you got it going, all you got to do is select your device and turn on Turner AGC if it's turned off, just because what this allows you to do is it allows it to automatically pick the game for you so that it gets the maximum and most efficient pickup pattern possible to pick up an aircraft. Although you can run this at your own game settings, I highly recommend you not to do that though. But yeah, with that said, once you set your device in the device setting here, all you gotta do is remember the port number here and then hit start. And once the program started, all you gotta do now is open up ADSB Scope and wait for that thing to load, because it takes quite a long time. And in my case, I ran it enough so it just kinda opens like that now. But yeah, with that said, as you can see, you should be brought up to a part on the globe with a little red dot. Now that's your location. Now where was I? Sorry, I kinda got distracted there, but yeah, now once you got the program loaded up, you should see a little dot. That's your receiver's location. Now you will see it's not set to where you're at, so you want to change that location, or else the program may not function as you would expect it to. Now in my case, in order to set a location, all you gotta do is move your globe around just by right clicking and dragging and left clicking and dragging. Find where you're at on the little globe here and then push this icon right up here. That will set the receiver location, but in my case, since I live in Florida, I am not going to change that right now. But yeah, I want to get zoomed back in so we can see where the planes pop up when I get the rest of the steps out of the way. Alright, now that that's out of the way, to actually get this all connected and or configured, you're gonna want to go up to other, then network, and then go to network setup. Now in here, you want to make sure that port number that I told you to remember earlier is in that location, because if it's not the same port number, then chances are this won't work at all. Now, keep in mind, if you have that port opened on your computer, by any chance, or your router I should say, you can connect to this anywhere in the world if you want and see what your device is doing, which I think's really, really cool. But in my case, since I'm not port forwarded, this will only work here on my network. But yeah, once you got that number in for port number, just click on ADSB hashtag and then hit close, and we're pretty much good to go. All you gotta do now to get this all started is to go up to other network and then hit receive raw data client active. And if you look over here, just click on 3 in this panel and then hit connect, and everything should work fine. And if you look up here, you should see client connected, and we should start receiving planes. But yeah, it may take a minute or two to actually populate the little window over here and or display the aircraft on your nice little map. Just give it some time, and eventually the planes that show up over here, if they're close enough, will pop up over here. And as you can see, I already got a hit. Now if I were to actually click on this aircraft, I can get the nation number, the plane number, the altitude, the latitude, the longitude, and if I were to look at the plane over here too, sometimes you can even see where the plane's actually going to, or if it's on the ground and hasn't actually taken off yet. But yeah, if I were to sit here and wait long enough, you should see a trail form right behind this little aircraft, ever so slowly, showing you that the plane is in fact moving. Now, keep in mind, depending on what settings you choose in here, you want to make sure you have a high RF gain, or else you will not pick up any aircraft at all. Just saying that now. But yeah, for the most part, we're actually done, guys. There's a lot more we can do in here, but to actually do it, it's kind of pointless, because the rest of the things that are in this program are you can actually set a satellite image for your map, so you can actually see the airport and things where the planes are being taken off. You can actually even see like runways and things. There's tons of other settings, but for the most part, we don't really need them to track the aircraft. It's already done. We're tracking, and everything is good to go. But yeah, guys, if I haven't said but enough, I am gonna leave this off here. Let me know if you want to see anything more in this program, or if you have any issues getting it all up and running. I will gladly help you out in the comments down below. Just know, I'm not 100% professional at SDR equipment, nor the software that comes with it quite yet, so if I can't help you out right away, forgive me, but I'll try to help you out to the best of my ability, because I know this can be quite difficult. It took me about an hour or two just to get this working on my end, and I gotta say, even though it took a long time, it's worth it, and I really hope this video helps you get into SDR or software-defined radios, and or get you into, well, tracking planes and stuff. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave this video off here. DTPK signing off. Peace. Just click that and then hit reinstall driver, or well, install driver in your case, and pretty much track airplanes with this device, pull images from satellites and things, and even like track